Well, that's 2 AM. See anything? No, me neither. If the enemy was going to move, well, chances are they would have done so by now. First light, last light kind of rule. As it stands, the terrain is just, well, too hazardous to cross in the dark. And they wouldn't dare use torches, even red light. That would attract a sniper like a magpie to a shiny object. Seems like we've survived another day. Though I expected nothing less from the army's 2 best recon scouts, eh? How many days have we been in this position now? In the same foxhole, looking at the same field, talking into the same busted radio, and eating the same god-awful ration packs. Speaking of, what did you get this time? Tonight I got... well, it's supposed to be a chickpea curry, but, well, it's exactly the same kind of gloop as every other ration pack, just a slightly different colour. Okay, wait. Let me guess what you got, actually. Let's make a game out of this. Beef burrito, the dissected bag of slop and rice. No? Shame. That's always the easiest one to eat. Plus, it's the only one that isn't too bad cold. Which is a problem that we're having to deal with more now that the wind has picked up. But I suppose that's what happens when artillery destroys all the trees in the area. Not much shelter from the wind. My watch clocked it at 30 miles an hour last night. Damn near blew our tent down. And to think this place used to be, acres of thriving farmland. Probably green as far as the eye could see. Bugs buzzing, birds chirping, children running and skipping through the grass. And look at it now. No matter. What is hell, eh? Anyway, so if it wasn't the beef burrito, I'm going to guess... spaghetti bolognese. No? Okay, really got me scratching my head here. Oh, please tell me you didn't get one of the bad ones. The really bad ones. I am still regretting eating that strange gloop. I can't believe that it was supposed to be some kind of stir fry. It was rank rotten. Fish products never hold up well, even when they are in that strange sort of Schrodinger's in-between state of dehydrated and not dehydrated. Eh? Oh dear. Anyway, okay, I'm stumped. What did you have? All day breakfast. Alright, okay, not bad. I mean, what, that's sausage, beans, little bits of hash brown inside it. That's not the worst. Although you did manage to heat it up, right? Good. Just remember, we are absolutely freezing out here, and we are soaking wet. When your surface temperature starts to drop, the worst thing you can do is put cold food inside you. It will just make your core temperature plummet, and then you'll go down with hypothermia, and I'll need to drag you back over miles of no man's land. Which, With this bad back and my dodgy knee and my head injury, I'm not particularly thrilled at the idea. I know you know this, but I worry. You're my best friend after all, so I suppose that means I'm somewhat obligated to keep an eye on you. Otherwise, who else would I have such thrilling conversations with? I have tried to talk to myself, but, well, turns out I'm not awfully good company. I'm actually quite boring. You know, I still remember when we signed up together. God, we were so young. I was so handsome. What were we thinking, eh? Going to see the world, to save it. I bet that we imagined at the time we'd be men and women of action. We'd be soldiers, heroes, running around in the battlefield, throwing grenades, firing rounds, celebrating, being adored by the masses. And then reality dropped the bomb, literally. The reality of war is this. It's sitting in the same spot, fighting over the same field, the same few hundred meters for months. And then one of us wins, either us or the enemy, and, well, the cycle repeats in the next field over. All those bodies, all those casualties, all those millions and millions of dollars and pounds and euros and lira and zloty, rubles, all that time and sweat and blood and tears for the sake of a few meters, a few yards. Well, I don't suppose we knew what we were signing up for at the time. As I said, we were young and stupid, and I was devilishly handsome. None of which is true for us anymore. I mean, hell, I look like I've been through a meat grinder. It's a good thing that the mirror on my camel cream tin was broken. I'd hate to look at this mug. Can't bear to see my own reflection. I imagine I look somewhat ghastly now. What's that? I'm still a heartbreaker, eh? Oh, you bloody liar. Yes, keep going with your flattery. That will get you everywhere with me. You know that. But no, I appreciate the compliment. You know that your opinion's the only one that matters these days. But how long have we been here for now? Here, in this field, in this foxhole. I mean, my watch must have broken, 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. It's strange, but without something as small as a timepiece, all the days just seem to stretch into one never-ending string of this. And now, when I try to think back to the time before this foxhole, it feels like an eternity. 2 months. That long. That would make it, what, 15 months? since the war started. My brother will be almost a man. Almost old enough to join the army. When I left, he promised he'd follow me. Dear God, I hope he doesn't. Oh well, no use imagining or pretending that I know what's going on back home, eh? For all I know, Mums went and, well, knocked some sense into him, eh? I mean, you remember what she was like. She was, she was a small but fierce woman. She always had a soft spot for you, though. A soft spot that I could never quite understand, but was always fiercely jealous of. I mean, I still remember the time where you and I stole my dad's car. Took it for a joyride. It was your idea, might I add, and I didn't drop you in it, and you still owe me one for it. And when we got home, right, I got the biggest telling off of my life. I was grounded forever. I got my ear clipped and I got my arse smacked, okay? And what did she say to you? What did she say? She said that she was just glad that you were alright and asked if you wanted to stay for dinner. You could not write it. God, I miss home. And not just family. The small things. I miss sitting in the mall and wondering where people are going. I miss opening my bedroom window and listening to cars whiz by in the distance. Hell, I miss listening to cars go by without wondering if they were full of men trying to kill me, or munitions, or God knows what else. But most of all, I think I miss our treehouse. The one that you and I and the gang all made back in high school. We used it right up through college. Every chance we got. You, me, Liz, Benny, Dion. The old gang. Sometimes I still can't believe that Dion and Liz. I hope that it was painless when the airstrike hit their base. And Benny, well, he's still missing, isn't he? Going on 4 months now. It was part of the reason why we took this bloody posting. To try and find him, to bring him home. Or at least find something. It's hard to admit, but chances are we're all that's left of the gang. The last two. That's why I was so adamant that wherever you go, I go. Because I got lucky, you know. I mean, Benny, he was on his own. I mean, Liz and Dion, sure, they were posted together, but they were separate units, you know, other ends of the airfield. But me, I got to take a bit of home with me. And that bit was you. My best friend. The one that's always had my back. and I theirs. The person that well, you know what you mean to me, right? Now, of course you do. What am I talking about, eh? Sorry, it's just a lack of sleep. I swear that every time I try to close my eyes, there's something that goes off, some unexploded ordnance, or some plane flies overhead, and I'm back up again. And if it's not that, then it's nightmares. Nightmares of losing people. Liz, Dion, Benny. But the one that wakes me every time is the thought of losing you. I mean, you are literally my home now. You're everything. You're all I have left. Here. And if I lost you, then my war's over. I can't. I feel that if I admit what I feel, then it will become real, and I'm jinxing. I'm asking for something to happen to you. If I announce to the universe what you mean to me, I'm scared that the universe will take it away. God. What I wouldn't give for a drink right now. Hmm? Yeah. I know you've got my back. I know. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. Now come on. Enough of this old ugly fool's half-hearted confessions of deeper feelings and stirrings. Let's play the umpteenth game of I Spy. Though I wouldn't really count on my answers being very different, seeing as all we've seen for the past few months has just been dirt, craters, wreckage, and, well, rain. Hey, thanks for having my back. You know you mean the world to me, right? Good. Good.